An Unconventional Threesome is a comedy podcast hosted by three rude, crude, and tattooed dudes. We tell you this so you can shield your children's eyes and cover their ears. If you don't, we're not responsible for the fun and exciting new words that they start using. Enjoy.
Welcome to the show, yeah, it's a blast. Turn the volume up, we got to laughs. Every joke's a hit, you'll have a fit. Sit back, relax, let's start this bit. Tuned in live from the internet's heart, where every word is a work of art. Comedy gold, it never gets old. Jump aboard, let the fun unfold.
Welcome to An Unconventional Threesome, a conversation podcast hosted by three dudes who have absolutely no business having a podcast. My name is John, and I'm your fearless leader on this rudderless ship.
And this is D-Money, here for the sexy appeal.
And Jay's here, so he won't get fined.
If this is your first time joining us, this is a podcast where we just sit around and discuss a litany of topics, some controversial and some more mundane. We pull our questions from the internet and sometimes our brains and then discuss them. So, someone had commented to us and compared us to Seinfeld, the hit TV show in the 90s. And how does that make you guys feel?
Honored.
I've always had the George Costanza build. So, short and, low and slow, like a lowrider.
I don't know if I have a build of any of those characters. I mean, I got the height of Kramer, but certainly not the build of them. All right, let's get into our first question here. So, you guys are probably going to notice a theme of these questions, and I'm not going to spoil it for you because I want you guys to figure it out. But our first question is, what do you say when someone knocks on a bathroom door if you're inside?
Occupado is my reflex. Every time the knock happens,
Yeah, usually it's, someone's here. But what I really want to start trying to do is if someone does knock, say, good, I could use another hand, or, there's only enough room for one threesome in here.
I might try saying it's open. I guess I got to take more shits in public, though.
Well, that's the other thing is I try and avoid it at all costs because there's nothing better than home base for movements such as that. But in dire emergencies, I will. And if and when somebody knocks on the door of the stall or the bathroom that I'm in, my go-to response recently has been come back with a warrant.
Love it.
Usually people don't stick around to see who's coming out of there. But I would love to see the look on their face. I should just throw up like a Ring doorbell camera or something while I'm in there, which might be illegal. Is it weird to take your coffee to the bathroom?
Yes.
Doesn't mean you don't do it, though.
I've never done. All right, I don't want to say I've never done it. Okay, well here's all right. Here's the. Are we talking private or public bathroom?
I don't think it fucking matters for me. It doesn't go in there.
It does. It does. If we're talking my bathroom, I'll bring it in there. Let's just say I'm shaving, and I have a coffee as well. If I'm not in there actively fitting, then we're good. But as soon as that toilet is being used, it can't go in there because then those particles are in the air. If it's a public bathroom, no, it doesn't go in there.
Well, the question then becomes, I guess, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Where do you put your coffee if you are suddenly in Target and you're running around with your Fruit Loops Starbucks coffee and you got to hit the head? Where are you putting it?
I mean, I guess if I had to bring it in, I'm putting it on the toilet roll dispenser.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I'm also taking a bunch of toilet paper and I'm laying it on top of the drink as some kind of barrier between where my lips are going, and
So you wouldn't store it upside down like you would your mugs in your own cabinet?
no,
Are you using the first few squares off that roll? Because somebody's shit fingers have been on those rolls of toilet paper.
I didn't think of that, but I'm gonna hope that instinctively I would not use just the first couple.
Good looking out. That's important. Not a coffee drinker. Don't want to incriminate anyone, but I may or may not have myself or known their own house to take their entire plate of breakfast into the bathroom with to save time.
To save time. Okay, that's
Indeed.
one aspect I hadn't considered.
Well, from an accounting standpoint, first in, first out. That's about how that worked.
Yeah, it's. I think I made the point earlier. Nothing that is going to be entering my mouth hole goes into the bathroom with me, because there's just. While I'm actively using the bathroom, I see D Money's point regarding, if I'm just going in there to grab my toothbrush, yeah, I might transport my coffee with me while I'm actively drinking it. But if I'm going in there to utilize the facilities, hell no. I know I didn't send you guys this question, but lid down or lid up when you flush the toilet?
Lid down, man.
What do you?
Particles in the air.
Yeah, what do you talk? There is no other answer. It's lid down. If you've never seen that episode of Mythbusters where they expressively tell you how much doo-doo water is being sprayed up into the air, and you're gonna tell me that your toothbrush is out just chilling in that? Nope. Lid down all the time.
I have a cap for my toothbrush that I use every day to prevent that.
You also eat moldy bread. So
I don't eat the mold. I cut it off.
oh, you're still eating moldy bread. I don't care if you cut it off or not.
So this question gave me pause because I've always just had a one bathroom, even growing up as a kid, 5 people in the house. We always just shared one bathroom, and now it's just my wife and I. Once again, we share one bathroom. But when you have multiple bathrooms, do you buy multiple toilet scrubbers and plungers? Or do you just transport them from bathroom to bathroom?
John, I have 3 bathrooms and I have 3 different sets of the scrub brush and plungers.
Are they matching?
They are, but it didn't matter that they were. It was I bought all of them at the same time. So
No, you need one for each bathroom. Because again, if you're carrying it from one bathroom to the other, you're just leaving a trail of doo-doo water.
Well, I mean, every toilet brush that I've ever owned comes in its own self-contained case.
but do you want to touch the case? Because like for the one I've got, it's more of a stand. And it's like I'm not gonna touch the stand that has technical term doo-doo water all over it and whatever other spray and anything else that it would have adjacent to the toilet. I would want to put on gloves if I was going to carry that somewhere. So it's easier just to one in each bathroom, and they don't last that long.
Well, and that brings up, another thought to me that we are putting those brushes, yes, in the toilet where dirty things happen, but we're covering them in disinfectant, or ideally you're using like a disinfectant spray when you clean your toilet. So in transitive property, it's cleaning the brush at the same time. Am I wrong?
It is, but then you've got rust and you've got sediment, you've got other things that are there. And put it this way, toothpaste cleans the toothbrush. Would you put toothpaste on your toothbrush and dunk that son of a bitch into the transfer?
You don't know me.
I feel like I do, and I knew the answer to that question before I asked. But
Water's water, my homie.
I don't know about that. I don't see you dunking a cup into the toilet rather than going to the kitchen sink. But hey, maybe. Maybe to prove a point, you'll do that.
Maybe I'll send a video out. I won't do that.
I already got a video of you, so I'll send it out.
All right, let's discuss the potentially most divisive question ever released on this podcast. When you put the toilet paper on a toilet paper roll, do you go over or under?
The correct answer is over.
I concur. The correct answer is over. So says the patent, gravity, and common fucking decency.
Well, and I'm also an over person. I'm also the type of person that I get the big rolls or the big packages of toilet paper, and for some reason the rolls are always squished in like a square.
Yep.
And I will literally sit there and reform it back to a circle so it has a smooth roll. Thanks ADHD. But I'm also an over person. But it gave me pause as to why. Jay, you said something along the lines of gravity. Well, they're both going in a downward position, so gravity plays into it either way.
It's funny. The person with whom I share a house is an under person, and
Really?
we have a rule. And the rule is if it's my goddamn bathroom, it goes over. If it's your bathroom, go under. So we kind of like neutral corners on it. I feel like it's how people were raised. We were always an over family when I was growing up too. And I mean, you can do that little hotel, make a triangle out of it, make it nice for yourself. It's easier to rip that way.
Yeah, I feel like the over is the way I do it, because I do the pull and then rip, and I feel like you need it going down the front to do that. Going back, I don't think you can rip it like that.
Well, and I always had an issue, well, I'll back up. When I was growing up as a kid, like it was whatever which way it was on there, it didn't matter. But now that I've got my own place, it's always over. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, why? And I think it's more because mine's mounted to the wall, and then my hands are rubbing up against the wall and smashing my knuckles trying to get a piece of toilet paper or something like that. But I did Google the right way, and obviously it's a divisive topic, but Google AI says there is no right way to put toilet paper on a roll, but hanging it over the top is generally considered more hygienic. And I started, that gave me pause. Why? Why is that more hygienic? And then it goes on to explain hygiene. Hanging toilet paper over the top reduces the risk of spreading germs from the toilet to other surfaces. And there was also something that said hanging toilet paper over the top can reduce airborne microorganisms in a room by up to 30%. That one I can't figure out. The spreading it to other surfaces goes back to my prior point of your hands are now touching the wall if you're mounted on the wall and things like that. But I cannot figure out how it reduces airborne microorganisms, and I didn't research it, so people are probably going to explain it to me.
Let's just leave it at this. Generations of brave men and women have fought for your fucking freedom, and you're going to put that thing over the top like you're supposed to, out of respect.
Yeah, like a true American. But here, no. So this leads to I think, a good question. When you guys are done, are you squatting to wipe, or are you just reaching behind?
No, you fucking animal. I just lean to the side. I don't get up and fucking leapfrog in the bathroom while I'm trying to get the doo-doo out between the cheeks.
Nope. I'm a hover. I got a hov.
So D-Money sits there like fucking Gollum, just
My
crouched by the
precious.
forbidden pool. Gotcha.
Oh, that's one ring I don't want to play with.
You know how many times my kids have walked in mid wipe and I'm just hunched over? Can you imagine if that's built into their psyche, or if that's an occasion where they snap into consciousness? Just
They're
saying,
gonna need some fucking therapy.
Do you
just
not
saying,
have a door or a lock or
brother. That
anything?
doesn't matter. That shit doesn't matter when you have kids.
Okay, I
They come
remember
right
being
through.
a child, and never once did I walk in on anyone in my house because there was a fucking lock on the door.
I think I must have. There were 5 of us in one bathroom, but I must have scrubbed that from the memory bank.
Yeah, so could be scarring my kids, but you know what? Fuck them. They're the ones coming into the door's closed. They want to come in.
I'm gonna ask a third time: is the door locked?
It is, but it doesn't work very well. So if you just keep turning
No
the
shit.
handle, it gets unlocked. So
Huh.
The next time I visit your house is gonna exactly what's going to occur is no shit.
yeah.
On my part, because no, thank you.
So I take it. So Jay, are you also, or what do you do?
Well, I certainly don't have an open for business sign and just invite riffraff and the neighbors. And
No, I'm not. I'm talking about when you are on cleanup afterwards.
I remove any and all evidence of fecal matter from my rectum.
Jesus Christ, are you hovering while wiping your asshole, or are you leaning to the side?
The only people I know who hover are the ones that let their kids watch shit. So no, I'm not hovering.
I feel so. Here's my thing with it. I can't do the reach behind because I feel like if my forearm touches the toilet seat, I'm gonna lose it, and I'm gonna feel like my entire arm has toilet on it. So if you hover, you don't have to worry about that.
This episode brought to you by disposable man wipes and quick set locks.
And bidets, probably.
Yo, if Dude Wipes or if a bidet company wants to sponsor, please, I would use your product at least 15 times a day. I might have IBS.
Stop eating Dominoes.
Or some other pizza chain.
Oh fuck. Um. So we'll cycle back to public restrooms. How far do you pull your pants down when you go number 2? Is it different in public toilets than at home?
Very different. Very different.
Yeah.
When I am usually at work or in any public restroom, um, those pants are staying up around the knee area. As uncomfortable as that is, I don't know why I'm like ashamed of people being able to see what, like, I don't know what kind of boxers I wear. Because they're going to be able to identify my shoes. I mean, we've all played that game of who just blew up the bathroom, what shoes are in there, can I identify them?
You just don't want people to see your sexy thong.
They're made for men too. For some reason, I always tend to keep them higher. When I'm at home, I'm borderline just naked as the day I was born. Um, I don't actually fully strip to defecate, but they're right around my ankles. I could easily step out of them need be.
No, he does. He sends me pictures. I've seen it.
Yeah, for me, public, I'm right there with you around the knee. But yeah, the pants are off at home. Like, forget it. Just kick them to the side. Settle in.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, public, I see. I think what it is I need my space. So if I can get my pants down as low as possible, I'm gonna do it. But if the floor looks gross, I want to keep them up. But they do go down. Like I can't have them at my knees because then I feel like my legs are gonna. I can't spread them enough, and then my pants are gonna touch the toilet. I'm very particular about things touching the toilet.
And then you've got to hover afterwards. So where are your pants in this hover process?
So you can imagine how difficult it is using a porta potty. My face, I'm getting my face almost real close to that door of the porta potty.
That's some more unsanitary.
Not,
People's shit hands touch that door, and you're
I didn't
putting your
say I
nose
am.
on it.
I'm just getting very close.
There are poop particles. You're breathing in Uncle Joe's shit from 3 hours ago when he walked out of there
Can
and
you
had a little bit left on
imagine
his
D
finger.
taking a shit at a county fair on Sunday?
Not good.
The thing's already full. It's ready to be taken away and emptied. And he's hovering like he's on the fucking turnbuckle of the ring, leaning his forehead, hoping the door doesn't open, and he just lands in front of the entire line.
Yeah, porta potty.
I'm imagining I'm imagining D Money trying to do this all and, try and keep the legs spread far enough apart so his pants don't go falling down into the wet of the floor. This is
How
just
do
a
you have the
beautiful
quad
sight.
strength, D? Like, have you been doing Pilates to just sit there in a static lunge almost while you're wiping your crevasse in the weirdest way possible?
You know, I as a large man from the womb, I think my legs are just built different as a survive thing. If they don't grow and they can't move all this jiggly mass, they're not gonna move. So I feel like I just got naturally strong legs.
Let's get into this question. What has been your worst pooping experience?
Huh.
I think I have the winner here, so I will go last.
I don't know, brother. Actually.
Oh.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh. Jay and I had bets it was going to be something relating to your offspring, so I guess we
No.
kind of lose that one. I guess I'll go first. So everyone's just going to think I spent all my time at Boy Scout camps, but anyways, so I'm at Boy Scout camp. Most of the quote unquote toilets are latrines. And for those of you that don't know what a latrine is, it is a outhouse with a hole dug underneath it where everybody's poopy and pee-pee goes. So I had some level of gastrointestinal distress. This weekend was one of the most miserable weekends to be camping. I think we got something like 5 inches of rain over the course of 3 days. It was miserable. Just rained, poured all weekend. So I am basically just living in a poncho. And I were walking down to do some level of activity, and I just get the urge. So I duck into a latrine and finish up, and I'm looking around. No toilet paper. And this was just explosive in nature. And so in my adolescent mind, there's only one resolve for this matter. So I take my poncho off, which, by the way, are water resistant in case you didn't know, and proceed to wipe using a poncho, and was soaked for the rest of the weekend because I had, used my poncho for that. Easily one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Just the shame involved with that. God forbid I ask somebody go get me toilet paper or something like that. No, I'm a strong, independent man, and I will solve this problem myself. Looking back now as an adult, I could have used my socks. I could have used my underwear. I could have used a plethora of other things other than a water-resistant poncho.
Did you hover?
You're probably I don't recall. Probably not. But it was a mess to say the least when I left there. As well as my psyche.
How did you explain going into the bathroom with a poncho and coming out without one?
It's a fantastic question. I don't remember anybody asking me, "Where's your poncho?"
Is that because you put it back on to not arouse?
What did you
suspicion?
do with that? Did you put it in the trash can? You couldn't have flushed it.
Well, latrines, they don't flush. It's literally just a hole in the ground. So I think I made it just perform a disappearing act into the poop mountain that was the latrine.
Interesting. Yeah, because I feel like if I was with you and I saw you go in wearing a poncho and coming out without one, I might have questions. Um,
And somebody may have, even my dad may have. I don't know. I've scrubbed that from my brain as best as I can, but boy howdy, does it still haunt me to this day.
Yeah, I can see why. All right, so this one, my offsprings decided to put something toy nature into our toilet, so our toilet was backed up, could not be used. I had my cousin coming over to come and fix it, but in the meantime, we did not have a toilet, and I had to take a dump. Could not hold it in it, and it. You know, you have one where you could feel it in your stomach. It's not coming out solid. Like you just know that it's not gonna be a clean wiper. So I had nothing. I couldn't use the toilet. So I took my trash can. I took the trash bag out.
Oh no.
I put a new trash bag in, and then I took a shit in my trash can.
With the door open?
I gotta make sure they're okay. Yeah. So, yep.
That's gonna be a pretty low point in somebody's life when they're shitting into a trash can.
I'm pretty.
Did you stand on the rim when you were hovering to wipe at that point?
I think honestly, I put it near my bathroom sink, and I kind of used that, and I leaned on that because I'm not the tallest of gentlemen. So like the garbage can was a little tall, so I had to be on my tippy toes while I'm doing this. And I'm pretty sure one of my offsprings came and was asking me for something as I'm shitting into our trash can. They don't ask questions though.
It's just too common an occurrence in your household. They're like, "Oh, just taking a shit in the trash can again."
Yeah. Yeah, either that or the time that my cousin told me to shit in a bush and not wipe, and I thought that was a good idea. And my dad ended up cleaning out my underwear in his sink because I had to go back home that night. You know, broken house and all. Hashtag child of divorce.
And there are people in this world that do not wipe. They'll wipe like every 2 or 3 movements, or just get it out in the shower, and my ass hairs are sticking together just thinking about it.
All right. I don't know if I got either of you beat. At the time, I think I did. Let's settle in. I'm going to set the
Getting
stage.
into a trash can.
I'm going to set the stage. Colorado, 2019. I'm in a national park because that's what we do. And we're in mountain lion country. And as usual, the wife wants to walk me around the fucking world. So I got a backpack, and I'm not exactly in great shape. And we're a solid mile down the trail. And that feeling hit. And I said, okay, I'm not a runner. I don't want to leave her here, but I don't want to crap in the woods. And I couldn't even see where the car was because there was kind of like a latrine, the typical, composting toilet. So I ran. And about every minute and a half, the pain got so bad I was trying to figure out if I would have time. And I kept moving. And I got close enough that I could see the latrine. And that gave me hope. I got there, thought I was going to lose everything I was wearing. Luckily, I didn't. I got in, and as soon as I got in there, everything let loose. It was like I lost 30 pounds and demons were coming out. And the problem is there were 2 families with children that needed to use the bathroom. So I said occupado, and they were getting a little impatient, but I was not moving. I was in there long enough that the wife was standing by the car. Insult to injury, we were parked next to a giant-ass rhododendron, 200 million bees on it. So as I was lamenting, I got attacked by bees.
Yeah, I don't know. I think...
You think crapping in a trash can in your own fucking house was worse than what I just described to you?
I mean, I didn't get stung, so you got me beat on that one.
I had an audience in an outhouse in a national park.
I mean, technically, I had an audience too, but
But did you have to run hoping your sphincter would hold out longer than your feet did?
no, can't say. No, I think you got me on that one.
There was toilet paper, though. I didn't have to resort to a poncho.
D-Money, did you say you had questions?
Oh yes, yes, I do. All right. So I got. What's your favorite weird food combos?
Isn't bathroom related?
No, it's not.
God damn it.
But I think a better segue would be, what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
That's not bathroom related.
No, but I want to talk about Bigfoot. So I think we
All
should go
right,
with
so on
that
the next
question.
episode, we're talking about conspiracy theories.
No, if we do, I really truly do want to spend an entire episode on just conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Anything to take the attention away from you goleming on your fucking toilet to wipe yourself.
I'm telling you, it's the move. I just feel a lot freer. I feel like I got space back there. Overall, I feel like it's a cleaner experience.
I feel like if I'm going to lean forward too much, I'm going to fall over because my pants are on my ankles and I can't catch myself.
You got to just balance a little bit.
Have you considered getting one of those extendo handles?
I mean, I might need to as I'm getting older.
All right, we'll wrap it up with this question. This is an easy one. Does the deodorant go in the bedroom or the bathroom?
Bedroom.
Yeah, bedroom. No, whoa, hold on. No, bathroom. Why was I bathroom?
I also agree with bathroom because I just jump out of the shower. I have most of my clothes down there ready to jump into so I can head off to work, and I just do it all in the bathroom and off I go. And my bedroom's upstairs and I don't have to walk up there, and God forbid I get some extra steps in during the day and walk upstairs to put deodorant on.
Yeah, no. Bedroom deodorant. That sounds like you're into weird stuff.
No, I get breath in the bedroom, so that's where the deodorant goes.
Oh, and this is for all the listeners, all 7 of you. If you guys do have any weird food combos suggestions, send them in.
Where are they sending them?
So we're gonna give a PO box, and they can email or they can
Yes.
mail it to
Are
us.
you buying a P.O. box?
Please email my P.O. box.
Hang on, I'm pretty sure I made a email address for this. I don't know.
Are you talking like snack food combinations or just like full on culinary disaster?
Whatever. Like I have one. All right, so we'll whet the appetite here. Banana with Velveeta cheese sandwich.
Just get the
on
fuck
toast.
out. Just leave right now.
No, it's delicioso.
Well, you used to give me all kinds of shit over my everything bagel and strawberry cream cheese combo.
I did think that was weird, but it is delightful.
I fucking told you. No one wants to listen to John. Listen. Oh, look at that. I do have an email address.
And we could talk about Jaeger too, because I was right about the Sunny.
Jaeger.
I was right about the Jaeger and Sunny D.
Oh dear God, man!
Even John said it was
palatable.
Yes.
It was palatable.
Yes.
And I will leave it at palatable. So yeah, we do have an email address. It's an unconventional threesome at gmail.com. So if you want to email your weird food combinations there or your favorite conspiracy theories, feel free to send them to that email address. Yes, it's a really long email address. I'm sorry.
Or a picture of your butthole, John.
Don't do that. I have to monitor these. Fuck you.
John will be going through all of these, saving any pictures that he likes.
If there's a fucking picture attached, I'm deleting it immediately.
We also dig feedback. So in addition to food combinations and whether or not Bigfoot exists, any feedback you have on the show?
With that being said, thank you all for joining us again. I'm sure this has been quite the emotional roller coaster for most of you, scarring for some others. If you are enjoying the podcast, we ask that you please like and subscribe to it on whatever app or website that you're using to listen to it. That allows us to be seen a little bit easier and moves us up further on the charts for like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, things like that. We do have a Facebook page, and if you do have a Facebook, would love it if you could jaunt on over there and give that a like. Feel free to interact there. I check it about once a day, give or take. And if you want to submit questions on or comment there, more than likely see it eventually. There's also a link on that Facebook page to our still temporary website, which does have links to all of our episodes and links to the external apps and websites to listen to the show. On Facebook, you can just search an unconventional threesome, and if you want to go direct to the website, it's autpod.buzzsprout.com. autpod.buzz sprout sprout.com. And also be nice. We're still very new to this. We're working through it. Still trying to figure out the technical issues. Might have to switch to a different recording format if these continue, but we're working through it, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And if you have anything bad to say, fuck you. It's not nice. John's very sensitive. How dare you?
I think I'm comfortable enough saying at this point that our goal is to release a new episode every other Sunday. We're going to make this a bi-weekly podcast, just because our lives are our lives, and we all work full time, and so to spend arduous amounts of hours every week editing just at this point in time isn't feasible for me. So yeah, just check in every other Sunday around noon. I should have it released at that point. But with that being said, I'm going to get off my soapbox and end it with, this is John.
This is D-Money.
This is Jay wondering who the hell hovers to wipe their ass.
There's more of us than you can imagine.
Goodbye.
So sweet. Tune in, tune out, laugh aloud. This podcast will make you